What's good, everybody? We got a special video, man. We got my boy 50 Cali. We got the Spongebob conspiracy number 4, the evolution theory. Now, are you a fan of SpongeBob?
Yes.
I'm a fan of SpongeBob, and I be liking conspiracy theories, man. So I feel like another way to introduce conspiracy theories to the channel is just start with SpongeBob. I think one time I watched something with Cat Dog. You used to watch Cat Dog?
Yeah, I know about Cat Dog.
Man, what, you real talk?
Yeah.
I know you like Rugrats?
Of course.
All right. Shit. Beavis and Butthead?
Mm-hmm.
The Scary Monsters? Oh, I got you.
What's that about?
That was on Nickelodeon.
Scary
Yeah,
Monsters?
it had that dude like a palm, had 2 eyes.
Oh, what?
He had 2 eyes with his hand. He carried. Yeah, it was weird, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got me right there.
But let's go get to the video, man. I used to watch a lot of cartoons growing up. I still watch SpongeBob. I don't care.
Nuclear radiation.
So much to laugh about in there,
Is
bro.
Man, I still watch Courage Coward Dog. Oh, my
What
favorite.
is the Krabby Patty secret
Bro, he
formula?
don't get enough respect.
These are by far the 3 biggest.
Bro, no, that's my favorite. Favorite is City of the Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
They don't get enough respect. They don't need no voice, man. And I'm still the funniest.
That's why I fuck with Courage. He can't even talk.
See, I never knew why I liked both of them so much.
Courage can't talk.
Can't talk.
He just make those see. He be freaking out trying to get their attention. Dude don't talk though, but still hit.
Questions in the show
Just hit, bro.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
You gotta be real creative,
and today,
y'all.
I'm going to be answering
Bro,
all
yeah,
3
Tom
of
and Jerry
them and
music.
more with just one theory.
Look,
Get ready for the
go-
darkest
go
SpongeBob
undefeated,
conspiracy
bro.
you'll ever see. This is the evolution theory.
See this, man?
Yeah, let me see what this on, bro.
We're back with another SpongeBob conspiracy. Guess I'm the SpongeBob guy now. That's all I make. You guys sure love these SpongeBob theories.
Alex Bale out with another video. The makers of SpongeBob interfere.
Man, what's on his head, man? Boy, look like he come from Bikini Bottom.
Is this him?
Brainwash you people.
Nah, that ain't him.
William sends the doctor in. He's not really a doctor. He's just trying to infiltrate that little round thing on his head there. Oh my God. Thank God for Alex Bale. Look at that. He's helping me prove my point. You know what? That is
Cap,
awesome.
Maybe some of you love them a little too much. You
That
know,
boy
like,
look like you really conspiracy. You got that aluminum foil cap on, man.
Yeah,
He
bro,
like-
he got it on for we laughing, but it might be on for a reason.
he might think that radiation coming out the screen or something.
Maybe that's how they don't track his cell phone. I don't know, bro.
I've got other videos, right? I make films and stuff too. Anyone want to watch those? Anyways,
Nah, I can't
by
forget,
far
man.
the most popular
only
SpongeBob
this.
theory out there is the Bikini Atoll nuclear radiation theory. It's pretty simple. It's been confirmed that Bikini Bottom is actually beneath a real-life place called Bikini Atoll. From 1946 to 1958, the United States did nuclear tests there, devastating the area and leaving it radioactive even to this day. The theory states that the reason why the citizens of Bikini Bottom can talk and have formed advanced societies is because of mutations caused by these nuclear tests. And that's about the whole theory. Even though there's tons and tons of videos about it, none of them actually go in depth with it or really look through the show for
Yeah,
evidence.
throw your
But
shade
you
at
don't
it.
know
Throw your
because
shade.
Alex
Okay,
Bale
all right. That must mean you on top of your
it's not
game.
gonna be some baby
You know?
surface level analysis. I will watch every single episode of SpongeBob. I will read every page of the goddamn Wikipedia. If
Damn,
I'm
what
making a
did you like,
theory on it, then you guys know
SpongeBob?
it's gonna be good.
That's
And once
what
I
people
really
know him
started
as
looking
now.
into this theory, I realized that there is so much more here than anyone thinks. Get ready, because today we're going to be
put that
solving the
together. I didn't know it
biggest
was like
mysteries
this.
in the
He's good.
history of SpongeBob
This is good.
SquarePants
Bro,
and
he's
changing the way
amazing.
you look
Like,
at the
he's
entire
like,
show.
I accidentally
so without
came
further
across
ado,
the Mrs.
let's
Puff
begin
one.
the theory.
So wait, he just do breakdown of different characters or like
You about to, bro, he'll break down every character that's around that theory, and he come with facts and evidence. You about to see, bro.
all right.
You can tell he go to sleep, bro. He hear Patrick laughing, man. He's that in tune with it, bro. Tomorrow, like, you about to see.
In order to find out whether the Bikini Atoll theory is true, we first have to determine whether fish talking and being so intelligent is unique to Bikini Bottom, or if that's just the way the SpongeBob universe works. You know, it could just be that all animals in this world are able to talk, and that's completely normal because at the end of the day, SpongeBob is still just a cartoon. Well, if we take a look at Season 10, Episode 10, Feral Friends, we get a bit of a hint about how the SpongeBob world works. In this episode, a green moon appears and transforms all the characters into less cartoony, real-life versions of themselves.
I ain't see that.
SpongeBob? Patrick?
Just like in real life, they can't talk and end up trying to eat each other. The French Just like in real life,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can't talk and end up trying to eat each other. The French narrator is watching all this unfold, and he says this very important line.
I have been monitoring the behavior of the green moon all day. It is called Neptune's moon. Every 100 years, it de-evolves everyone in Bikini Bottom into primal fish.
Every 100
He might think it is because you probably miss it yourself. He said every 100 years. That boy now over 100 years old, man.
Exactly. Maybe that's the information he picked up, I guess.
Well, he said he been monitoring it.
Oh.
Hey!
100 years, it
Don't say we ain't, you know?
de-evolves
Okay.
everyone in Bikini Bottom into
Okay,
primal
we'll
fish.
catch you.
So this implies that the characters in Bikini Bottom are more evolved and were once like these primal fish. But this doesn't prove that the evolution only exists in Bikini Bottom. It could still be a worldwide phenomenon. Remember that bonus DVD clip I found in my television theory? It was about humans studying fish in Bikini Bottom because of their intelligence.
Land-loving scientists have tried to learn the secrets of intelligence. Their studies led them to the sea, where the citizens of one undersea colony demonstrated a genius so enormous, the scientists felt compelled to record their actions for use in teaching mankind how to live better.
This makes it sound an awful lot like the fish in
Damn.
Bikini Bottom actually are uniquely evolved and it's not some worldwide phase. Then, in the SpongeBob 20-year anniversary special, SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout, we get a major piece of evidence for this theory. SpongeBob and Patrick take a tour of the surface world and eventually go to a fish store and see some very realistic, less evolved fish.
What kind of monsters would want to keep fish folk in jail like this? They're so beautiful.
They can't talk back to SpongeBob and Patrick, and they're actually able to swim freely through the water instead of being affected by gravity. They are clearly showing us that both evolved and primitive fish exist in this universe at the same time. Now, sometimes we've seen Bikini Bottom characters represented as realistic fish like this, but only when they're out of water, never while they're still in water like these
Yeah,
presented
that's
as
stupid.
realistic
That's
fish
stupid
like
right
this,
there.
but
They-
only when they're out of water.
The sponge on a stick, man.
Never while they're still in water like these fish.
Oh,
we even see this
man.
again in the beginning of the third SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
There's a lot of
the movie
SpongeBob
opens
stuff I
with a
haven't
coral
watched. I
reef
see him.
full of these
See that? Me
realistic
too, bro.
primal fish, but
I guess we
eventually
was
we
on
get to
that phase of
Bikini
growing out
Bottom
of
where the
it.
more evolved fish live. So there you go. Direct
Yeah,
proof
them-
that the
them-
citizens
them
of
bills
Bikini
do.
Bottom are
Can't
uniquely
stand
evolved.
SpongeBob
This is a
all day.
very deliberate
Bill
world building
Speck in the
choice for
back
the
of the
creators to
head, change
make.
all that.
So
He's
I
still
guess that
funny,
kind
though.
of confirms the Bikini Atoll theory. Theory confirmed. We did it. Woo! Well,
The older you get,
let's
you start
hold
to
on for a
laugh at-
second.
you start
As much as
finding
I'd love
other
to call this
characters
theory
more
complete,
funny.
there's actually one major piece of
Bro, the
evidence
more,
that
the more older I get, I started looking at older episodes, bro, and a lot of stuff be sexualized more than what we thought it was when we was younger.
True.
But that's crazy. And you know, and he's I think the original writer, he don't do SpongeBob anymore, right? So I like, oh, he left. I'm not gonna watch it anymore. But it's like he actually does good writing. But you know, like a Family Guy, that new writer, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
He's not the same.
He got one leg up on this, man. He doing this stuff. He writing this upside down somewhere, bro.
Yeah, man, Family Guy writer changed, man.
gives me some resistance.
That old
Something
writer
I've
was nice.
never seen anyone else bring up when talking about this theory. Prehistoric Bikini Bottom. We've seen episodes like
Growing up,
UGG
we
or
realized the
SB129
Squidward
that
is a
show
regular
Bikini Bottom millions of years in the past, but we
Started to
still
realize
see
that
evolved
you start to
versions of
stop being
SpongeBob and
Squidward.
Patrick.
Yeah,
Sure, they may not be
facts.
super
I know it.
intelligent or
You
advanced,
do
but they're
shut up
still
right now,
clearly
SpongeBob.
way more
Nothing
evolved than the
funny.
primitive, realistic versions we see in Feral Friends or in the fish store. So, how are we seeing these evolutions millions of years before the Bikini Atoll tests? Well, unfortunately, I think the only conclusion is that the Bikini Atoll theory just isn't true. I mean, clearly something has caused Bikini Bottom citizens to be uniquely evolved, there's no denying that. But
Oh,
whatever
ice cream
caused it
over the
took
wall.
place millions of years ago and couldn't have been the Bikini Atoll nuclear tests. Then, what really caused the evolution? In the entire show, the only thing we've seen that directly affects the evolution of characters is the Green Moon and Feral Friends. Except the French narrator specifically calls it Neptune's moon,
It is called Neptune's moon.
named after the ruler of the seven seas, King Neptune. King Neptune is a character who's been around since the beginning of the sea. He's a character who the Bikini Bottom citizens view as their god, and he's a character who has the ability to change fish into other forms.
Boy, I ain't see that episode.
I see.
King Neptune used his magic to turn the fish of the sea into more evolved subjects for him to rule over. He's the one who's been behind it all this time. Now, I could spend this entire video talking about King Neptune and his weird continuity and contradictions in the show, but I'll save that for another theory. What I'd much rather talk about are the implications of having evolved and primitive fish coexisting in the sea. Now, we know that this
It is
evolution
weird,
isn't
though, you know?
specific to just Bikini Bottom. We've seen different cities and places far across the ocean that still have talking fish, which makes sense because the marine life in Bikini Bottom has evolved to resemble humans, so it's no surprise that just like humans, they've expanded beyond Bikini Bottom and colonized other areas of the sea. But now, I have an interesting question for you. What is the relationship between evolved fish and primitive unevolved fish? Well, they probably just peacefully coexist in the sea without bothering each other.
Boy, I got
You know,
pants.
just like real life humans and animals. Wait a second.
Hands down, man.
In Season 3, Episode 10, the Krusty Krab training video, there is this hilarious, absurd moment when they're talking about Mr. Krabs.
After the war, Krabs stayed secluded in a
That boy
deep
cheap,
depression
bro.
that seemed endless.
Like, what
man.
war happened in Bikini Bottom?
he
They
loves
just tell
SpongeBob
us this and then
free, bro.
completely drop it.
Turns
But with
him
this
on,
new
bro.
context, is it possible that Krabs fought in a war against these primitive, wild fish of the sea? I mean, let's remember in Feral Friends, some of those de-evolved fish were massive compared to the evolved fish, and they immediately started attacking each other.
For the survival of
Squidward!
That's not. That is Squidward. And that's Pearl, huh?
Oh, man.
the fittest rages on in the animal kingdom.
So yeah, in order for the Bikini Bottom citizens to survive and expand, they would probably break into some kind of war. And from the sounds of it, this war must have been pretty brutal to put Mr. Krabs into such a deep depression. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Is there actually any evidence that proves the war Mr. Krabs fought in was specifically this
That ball got a
evolutionary
missile
war?
in
Well,
his
through the
stomach,
few
guys, in the
flashbacks we
picture.
get, we know that Mr. Krabs served in the Navy. And yes,
Boy,
they
how
were
tough
sailing
is
ships
you?
on an ocean, even though they're already underwater. This is actually a real life
live,
phenomenon where
didn't it?
certain parts of the sea can have a higher
posing
level of
with that
salinity,
thing.
and it looks like an underwater ocean. Shout out Miss Parks, my high school marine biology teacher. We also know from maps of Bikini Bottom that the town is surrounded by this underwater ocean. So that places Mr. Krabs' war outside of Bikini Bottom where this evolutionary war would have to take place. Then if we take a look at Mr. Krabs' home, we see it is full of memorabilia from his past days in the Navy. But hidden within here is something that will absolutely blow your mind and answer one of the biggest questions in the show. Hanging there on his wall is a picture of a massive whale next to a ship. You don't think that could be... No, it can't
Pearl?
be. Pearl's mother? Pearl is Mr. Krabs' whale daughter. The show never really explains how a crab can be the father of a whale, but most people just assume she was adopted. People have been speculating about who Pearl's biological mother is for years, and I think we finally just found our answer. We see 2 photos of this whale on a ship in Season 3, Episode 9, just 1 episode before we find out Mr. Krabs fought in a war. Since this is among all of Mr. Krabs' Navy stuff, I think we can assume that this is something he encountered and not just some random picture of a whale on a ship above the ocean. The whale is massive compared to the ship. We've seen adult whales in Bikini Bottom before, but they are nothing compared to the size of this whale. This has a much closer resemblance to Pearl when she de-evolved in Feral Friends and became massive. So this
It
has to
does.
be an unevolved primitive whale, and the picture clearly shows them fighting. Not only does this prove that there was a war between evolved and primitive fish, but Mr. Krabs definitely fought in it. But this also implies something very dark. Mr. Krabs killed Pearl's mother.
Whoo, we getting a little dark in here,
The
man.
reference we get in the show to Pearl's mother is one of Mr. Krabs' many sayings, Mother of Pearl.
Mother of Pearl!
He do say that line.
He do say that.
Mother of Pearl! Holy Mother of Pearl!
He uses it in places something like holy crap or dear God, only saying it when something truly shocking or terrible happens, because he knows the terrible thing that happened to Pearl's mother. Why did Mr. Krabs go into such a deep depression after the war? Because he's haunted by what he's done, and the smoking harpoon to prove it is right there on his wall. So, that leaves us with an important question. Why did he adopt Pearl? After he killed her mother, he probably realized she had an infant daughter who had the evolutionary genes. Instead of leaving her to die, he adopted her as his own, all while keeping the dark secret that he was responsible for her mother's death. Woo! Childhood ruined yet? Well, don't worry, there's still time for this theory to get
Man.
That's crazy.
before things get really
Ooh,
dark.
that's crazy, boy.
Still here? Okay, so here's a fun question. What's the deal with all the pets in Bikini Bottom? How come most fish are basically humans, but a snail or a worm acts like a pet? Well, just like humans have domesticated wild animals, it should be no surprise that evolved fish have domesticated primitive fish as pets. Unlike the massive primitive fish that the Bikini Bottom citizens had to go to war with, there's also smaller primitive fish like jellyfish, snails, citizens had to go to war with. There's also...
Yeah, I see.
Look at Larry, man.
That's you. That's you down there, man.
Larry, try to get it up, bro.
Smaller primitive fish.
Can't get it like I used to, bro.
Snails, spirit
do it like I
worms,
used to,
seahorses,
man. I hate
and
this
clams
form.
that the Bikini Bottom citizens were able to form a symbiotic relationship with. Aw, and I thought you said this was going to be the dark part, Alex. They're living peace relationship with. Aw,
I've never seen a
and I
rabbit
thought you
before.
said this was going to be the dark part, Alex. They're living peacefully together. That's nice. Okay, you got me. Here's another fun question. Where do the citizens of Bikini Bottom get their food? I mean, sure, some of it is plant-based, but there sure does seem to be an awful lot of
what I was
meat-based
about to
food
say,
under the
too,
sea.
you know.
I think you know where I'm going with this. The Bikini Bottom citizens eat primitive fish. Haha, it's not cannibalism if they're less evolved than you, right? There's no moral dilemma there. In Season 3, Episode 13, we see direct proof of this when the characters go fishing for primitive clams. This is something completely normal in this world. And then there's the chum bucket, which sells chum. Chum.
Wow, I didn't think of this. Oh my gosh, bro. We go shark fishing, bro. They throw chum out there. Chum is pieces of fish, so the sharks can come. Oh my gosh. Wow. So they eat the less evolved fish.
That's why there's none out there. And that explains when they do come in contact with one, it's trying to attack.
That's crazy.
Film is literally just ground up fish. The show isn't even hiding this. Now, we don't really see too much of the meat harvesting side of Bikini Bottom, and I'm not surprised they're keeping it on the DL, you know, with the whole cannibalism thing, but there is one secret to making food that is kept more secret than anything in Bikini Bottom. The best kept secret in the entire show. You already know what I'm gonna
My
say.
hair's right here,
The
Mr.
Krabby
Crab
Patty
meat, bro.
secret
I don't know,
formula.
I don't-
Throughout
what?
the show, there's
Let's see
been
on that,
lots
bro.
of contradictory evidence
Yeah,
about
that's
the
it.
Krabby
Yeah,
Patty
pieces of
secret
his meat.
formula.
No
In
homo,
Season
not
4,
that way,
Episode
bro.
7, Mr.
Nobody
Krabs says it's an
heard.
old family recipe.
Your mother knows the Krabby.
See that? I never thought about that. And look, see that? How they detach themselves and grow another claw? Why not? I'm so cheap with it. Why not? Yeah, I'm cheap. I'm that cheap.
Patty formula? Of course she does. It's an old Krabs family recipe.
But in Season 5, Episode 1, apparently Mr. Krabs discovered it on his own by accidentally mixing random ingredients together.
I've done it. I discovered the perfect patty batter.
Sometimes it's a secret formula, sometimes it's a book, sometimes it's a secret sauce, and any glimpse we get of the formula is just random nonsense. There is a ton of contradictory evidence out there, but I think this might all be intentional. In order to throw people off, Mr. Krabs has spread misinformation about the Krabby Patty formula. In fact, he's already done this in Season 3, Episode 18 by hiding a fake formula for Plankton to find that says he's the secret ingredient.
Mixed together with the most important ingredient of all, 4 heaping pounds of freshly ground plankton?
And the contradictions aren't just inside the show. Even one of the Spongebob crew members once said that Krabby Patties are vegetarian and contain no meat. But I've always been a little suspicious about what the creators say. They've also said that they're not allowed to show fish as food, except they clearly do with chum, clam fishing, and all the many, many gags where
Oh man!
clearly do with
Not
chum,
this,
clam
bro.
fishing,
It
and
happened
all
that
the many-
fast, bro. Get your fish sticks, bro. Two for one.
many gags. with
Oh, that's
food.
smooth.
It's almost like they're not allowed by Nickelodeon to publicly acknowledge this because that could create a controversy, but they could still sneak this dark secret into the show. So, what is the true secret ingredient? Where does the meat really come from? It's strange. We never really see Mr. Krabs get the meat delivered, or at least go out himself to get it. It's almost like he has all the meat he needs stockpiled somewhere. What primitive meat can Mr. Krabs have access to? Maybe he's been holding on to something from the war. What could Mr. Krabs have killed during the war that he doesn't want anyone to find out about? Something big enough to supply him with meat for years
I
without.
was just about to say that with Squirrel had them big ass thighs, man. Like, that's a lot of meat in there, bro. I know he ain't putting out that many arms. Hey, and them thighs were, bro, that, you know, well big.
Out needing more. What could that be?
Where
Really
is
gonna
he
make you
keep-
say it? Mr. Krabs is using Pearl's dead mother's carcass to make Krabby Patties. Woo! We did it! Yeah, we solved the mystery! We did it! I'm so glad. Season 1, Episode 15, Sleepy Time. Mr. Krabs has a dream that he's on a boat fishing for a massive dollar. This is his memory of killing Pearl's mother, except now all he sees her as is money. And take a guess what name he calls the dollar.
What you doing, Mr. Krabs?
I'm picking Neptune's pocket.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about cold, hard flipping cash. It's the mighty Moby Dollar.
Moby Dollar, a direct reference to Moby Dick, a story about hunting.
Oh, well.
Man!
This is crazy
And
right
it
here.
was so cheap. When Pearl get old enough, she gonna be next. Cause the food supply gonna run down.
That's why he raised her.
Come on.
Oh no, you lying.
No,
It can't be.
Will,
Are
are you kidding me? And that is the evolution theory. I warned you guys this would be a dark one. The Bikini
How
Atoll
will I
theory,
keep the-
King Neptune,
how will I
Pearl's
keep the
mother, the
business
Krabby
running
Patty
if I run
formula.
low on
We
it?
hit everything in this theory. Even if you don't agree with all of it, you
give
gotta
her
admit a
everything
lot
she
of this
do.
makes sense.
Everything.
Eugene Krabs' aspirations from
It's a no getting the money right back.
Oh, and if I did this to your mama,
Yeah, you think I got respect for you, man? I'm gonna get you nice and thick.
he don't even like. But it makes sense because he don't even chill with Pearl. He just give her whatever she want. He don't spend no time with her.
I can't get no attachments.
I know what you're here for. Boy, this is dark.
money
Ooh,
and greed have
ruin his
caused him to do
SpongeBob.
terrible, terrible things. At least his love for Pearl seems to be real, so maybe there's some small amount of good in him. And even though Pearl's mother probably provides tons of meat, eventually he's gonna run out and he'll have to face what he's done. Well, unless of course there's another whale he has access to. Nope. Nope. No. No. Mr. Krabs wouldn't do that. He loves Pearl. He's not just raising her for Krabby Patty meat. Even Mr. Krabs isn't that much of a monster.
From every side I've ever seen to the sweetest sound I've heard, I'd gladly give up everything for all the money that I've earned.
Yeah, Pearl go.
Huh.
I'm looking at Pearl on doing the sing along. I give up everything though.
For the money.
Well, alrighty then. That's
Boy,
the
this
end of that
dark,
theory.
bro.
Yes, dark, bro.
If there's any more dark plot twists, you guys have been insanely supportive with these SpongeBob theories, so I guess I have to make more. I've been your host, Alex Bale. Thanks
Man.
Oh, that's how you look, boy. You got me hooked, boy. I'm definitely gonna watch another one.
Hey, bro. What kind of ski you got going on, man? Let me see if I can watch your other stuff, man.
Yeah, look, I like how you plugged it in. Quality looking nice on this camera, though.
Hey, just want to let you know that I think I'm gonna take a break from the SpongeBob videos for a little bit. It's not you. I mean, the videos are great. People love them. It's just, I think I want to.
I see we got the roaches in there, too. See that? Yeah, I know. That raid key right there.
Okay.
Back to making actual films for a bit.
I would not ask for a glass of water out your house.
Okay then. Thanks for everything. I guess I'll just see you around.
I'll give you a chance, man.
Yeah, I'm
Unnoticed and unloved. But now
well, if you about to tell me, go to www.link/it.
you have
50% off.
why
I'll be upset, bro.
you forsake them?
I just, I don't want to really make these videos forever. I don't want to be known as the SpongeBob guy.
My boy, you really think they will care?
All right, man. You gotta stick to SpongeBob videos.
Done with it. Balled it up. Threw it
Yeah.
over the.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the SpongeBob video because you do such amazing.
Such an amazing job. I should be watching more.
I told you,
The Pearl.
the Pearl. We should watch the Mrs. Puff right after this together because that I watched it already. That had me flabbergasted. I couldn't wait to watch this with you. His quality was so good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. That ruined my childhood, but
Yeah, that's done.
make sure you guys check out Mal channel. We out here, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you.